Hey everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anu, and as you can see from the title of this video, this one is a much awaited video. I have been getting a lot of requests, a lot of messages about this one. I am going to talk to you about statement of purpose, how you can write an effective SOP, and I'm also going to share with you my SOP that got me into the University of Exeter. But before that, there's something I want to mention. I want to talk about the sponsor of the video, which is Amber. If you are planning to study in the UK and you're looking for accommodation, I would definitely recommend Amber to you. I have booked my accommodation through Amber and I've had a very good experience with them. When you book your property through Amber, there are 3 simple steps that you need to follow: search, finalize, and book. First, you will need to look for an accommodation option from thousands of listings, and you can send an inquiry by filling up the form. Once you do that, a booking executive will get back to you and also provide suggestions. When you finalize a property, the booking executive will do all the work to help you out, including the paperwork, so your experience is going to be completely hassle-free. So go ahead and book your accommodation through Amber. The link to their website is in the description box below. And now coming back to the main topic of this video, statement of purpose. So as you might already know, if you are applying to universities abroad, a very important part of the selection process is the statement of purpose. Now, what is that? It's basically an essay, a personal essay, which describes you, your personality, your interest towards the particular course, your interest towards the university, as well as your life goals and ambitions. So the essay plays a really important role in the selection process, and it's important that you spend sufficient time writing the essay. You might have general questions like what should you include or how many words should the essay be. Every course and every university has different specifications regarding the number of words and what they would like. In case they do not mention it in their website, I would suggest go for 1000 words, not more than that, and definitely not less than 900. So I think 900 to 1000 words is a good amount for an SOP. That's how long my Exeter SOP was. And about what to include: if your university does not specify or does not give you a guideline or a set of questions that they expect you to answer in the statement of purpose, you can start with general facts and information about the field that you're interested in. Then you can discuss why you are interested in that field. Then you can talk about what you have done with your interest in that field. Then you can discuss about why you are interested in that specific course. And then you can also talk about why you're interested in that specific university, because the same course may be available in more than one university, right? So why that university, whichever you are applying to. After that, you can talk about your goals and ambition after completing the course, and in the end you can just add like a small paragraph, a concluding paragraph, or maybe like just 1 or 2 sentences, just the conclusion basically. So all the points that I just mentioned, I have used these as a template for my essay, and I'm just going to like read out a few sentences from my essay just to give you an example of what I mean. Of course, I will be sharing the entire SOP with you as well later, but this is just to tell you what I mean by each of that. So when I talk about starting with general facts and information about the field that I am interested in and what I pursue my master's in is publishing. So for that, I have my laptop here, by the way. That's why I'm looking right here. I started my SOP with by mentioning general information about the publishing field and the publishing industry. So I wrote, the publishing industry is transforming rapidly. The field has become exciting and challenging as the full impact of digitalization, the internet, and an integrated global marketplace becomes evident even in routine work. For instance, the noticeable popularity of ebooks and digital libraries has become a game changer and represents an excellent potential for growth in years to come. Blah, 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 there's more. So this is how I've started my essay. Now, for any personal statement or statement of purpose, you are expected to write it in the first person point of view. But I have seen this in a lot of personal statement samples, and also after like a lot of research about personal statements and like SOPs, I came to the conclusion that it's best if you start your SOP generally in third person point of view just for the first paragraph, and then you introduce your perspective from the second paragraph onwards until the end. So yeah, first paragraph can be in third person point of view, the rest in first person. That's just a tip. This may not be the only way of doing it. You can do it in other ways, I guess, but this is how I have done it, and it has worked for me. And now, talking about what developed my interest in this field, I have written that my interest in this field was evoked after joining my college, where I attended lectures on editing and publishing by an eminent figure in the Indian publishing industry. Her lectures gave deep insights into the industry and practices, and so on. I've elaborated more on that. So as you can see, I've clearly stated at what point I was deeply fascinated and started my liking towards this industry. And after that, I have also discussed about what I have done with my interest. So I've written, subsequently I co-edited the annual journal of my college, one of the societies, for 2 consecutive years. This required teamwork and close coordination with a co-editor, cover designer, and staff advisors, and involved working under strict deadlines. So as you can see, I've not only specified what I have done, but I've also specified things that it involved. And why that is important, because it mentions certain skills that are relevant to the publishing industry. For example, I have mentioned about teamwork, or I've mentioned about collaboration with other people, and I've also mentioned working under strict deadlines. So punctuality is important. So I've also mentioned all these skills indirectly, not like directly, like, oh, I can do teamwork, I am good with time and like working under strict deadlines. No, I've included these points indirectly in my sentences. So I think that if you can do that, that would help. So after that, I've written about why I want to specifically do the publishing course. So I've written that while this exposure helped me firm up my decision to join the publishing industry, the question was how to train myself professionally. Although the Indian publishing field in English language is large and has presence in almost all leading international publishers, it lacks professionally trained individuals because of the absence of advanced courses on publishing. So I mentioned how there aren't many publishing courses for which the professionals who join the publishing industry are not specifically trained in publishing in the Indian context, which is why I want to go to the UK and do a publishing course. So that's my reason for doing the publishing course. And I also have mentioned why the University of Exeter and why not any other university. For that, I have mentioned, of course, specific to University of Exeter, besides its high reputation and industry relevant curriculum, I found 2 modules particularly interesting and unique. First, the module, I just specified 2 modules and what I found interesting about that. I would highly recommend that you include something like that, because it shows that you have done some research, you know what you're getting into. So of course you need to do the research, right? And you need to also make it clear to them that you have done the research. So pick 1 or 2 modules that really fascinates you, that you're really excited to learn, and tell them why you're excited to learn that. Like what aspects of it fascinates you. For example, here there was a module called Global Publishing Marketplace. So I've written, the module will help me learn marketing skills and distribution techniques relevant today, but not yet fully adopted by the Indian publishing industry. So this is what I'm going to learn, and this is what I'm excited about, and I've written that. So I would highly recommend that you also do something around that. Again, after that, I have mentioned about my goal and ambition after completing the course. I've written that my immediate goal after completing this course is to gain industry experience by joining a reputed publishing house, and so on. So I've just told about, like, I want to work in the publishing industry, I want to join a publishing house, and of course you need to end your essay properly. You need to have some sort of conclusion. You don't have to write a huge paragraph for conclusion, maybe just 2 or 3 sentences. Tell them that, I hope you find me a good fit as a student. I will do my best to reach your expectations, and something of that sort, right? That is the entire layout of the SOP that at least some universities expect, which worked really well for me. And I hope this helps you. Something that you should be very careful about is grammar and spellings. You don't want to be reading an SOP of a potential student with, lots of spelling mistakes and grammatical errors, because that just shows that you haven't put enough effort. It doesn't take long to check. So, and also checking 1 time or 2 times is not sufficient. I would recommend that you constantly check. Use softwares like Grammarly, and even if your statement of purpose is perfect but has like 1 little spelling mistake, it can be a turn off. You might also have questioned whether you should approach an external agency for writing or seeking help with your SOP. I feel like the writing should come from you, mainly because most education counselors, they have a very general format for writing an SOP, which they use for literally every student. Your SOP is not going to be unique, and you want your SOP to be unique, right? So in order to be unique and write an SOP that stands out, it's important that you write based on your thoughts and your experiences instead of taking help from someone outside. Of course, taking help for editing and stuff is definitely understandable. You want that suggestion, you want people to suggest changes to you, and you want people to help you how to write better. But I feel like the general first draft should totally come from you. And yeah, I have written this by myself. I have not taken help from any external education counselor. I just asked my family to read it out for me and suggest scopes for improvement, and that's how I submitted my statement of purpose. So now coming to my statement of purpose, I would love to share it with you. I was waiting until I finished my course, to be honest, because I know a lot of you have been asking me for it for a really long time, and I have been avoiding it a little bit. But I was just waiting until I finished my course, which I have done now. I have submitted my dissertation. I am supposed to graduate in December. So anyway, I will share my SOP with you, but I'm not sharing it in this video because it would just make the video unnecessarily long. Instead, what I thought is that you guys can send a DM to me on Instagram. My Instagram handle is this, somewhere over here, somewhere on the screen. So this is my Instagram handle. Please follow me on Instagram, and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So what I would like you to do is take a screenshot to show that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel and send it over to me on Instagram. Just send me the screenshot as a proof that you have subscribed to my YouTube channel. I will share the statement of purpose with you on my Instagram DM. I know there are some of you who have already asked me for my SOP a while back, and I just haven't been able to reply to everybody. So please do this and send me a message again, and I will get back to you. Okay, thank you so much. I hope you found this video helpful. Please show your support, like, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys again very soon. Goodbye.